No, I'm just saying they let him go though.
They let us go.
See, but I'm just saying, nigga.
Remember when we was on Pharaoh?
I'm just saying, nigga, that shit is weird.
For like a little weed charge or a pound.
I'm
saying we didn't have a pound. That's what I said.
How much did you have?
Just enough to smoke a little bit, but
yeah, niggas ain't care about that. I gotta let go and lock it. That
one's still recording. And then can you look at my phone just real quick, just take a glance?
The way they took it, nigga, was the nigga took. Hey man, y'all get out of here. Nigga put the weed in his sock. Nigga had a sock all the way rolled up to here. Motherfucker put it. Remember he put it in his pants right now.
But that was different though. For one, it was some ass. And then two,
but it was some fire ass. We had the AZ.
That's why niggas.
It was like, definitely some ass. But one thing about that was it wasn't no fucking pound though, nigga.
I know.
That's but you could. He said there was peas. These niggas
I didn't never see.
Like these niggas is definitely gonna sell that shit. They probably drove down the street and flipped. Hey, y'all niggas need some?
A robbery is a robbery, nigga. I stole on, nigga.
Like if a nigga robbed me for a blunt or like is one thing.
We didn't. I know at that time.
I get it.
We was mad as fuck because I remember we had some already rolled blunts. I remember he cut them open and then dumped them out.
Make sure it wasn't mixed or nothing. I'm like,
I'm like,
he cut it open.
He cut. We had a couple pre-rolled ones. He cut them open and then dumped them
and dumped it out, nigga.
Yeah. Like this motherfucker, it was some real hater shit. I was like, oh,
right,
bro.
Just take my shit and
dip. It wasn't no stress. I just thought about that. It was like an A for something.
Bro, we were smoking major S back then. That nigga's a testament to it too, because you remember when you first met us, and that was right around. I don't even know if we'd even met Dev yet.
There was no stress though.
Bro, see, it wasn't.
Niggas was stressed, but they wasn't smoking it.
But nigga, I had a little groove for a minute, nigga. We didn't always.
No. But when we had, I'm gonna tell you like this, because the group was too big for us to have had some chronic, nigga. Because when we had chronic, nigga, we huddled around that shit. There wasn't no more than 4 people smoking. We had like 8 niggas with
funny?
us.
I had actual real.
What the hell are you doing? Look at your shit, nigga.
Hold on, man. Look at your shit, nigga. Put your shit together.
Put your balls in your chin, nigga.
Put your shit together.
Okay, he's a ball chin in. But now, the motherfucker, I was saying, nigga, remember I bought the fucking organizer, nigga? I was, nigga, putting numbers and doing dumb shit.
Oh, yeah. Man. You whipped that motherfucker out, pause, just for anything, nigga. Just to act like you was calculating some shit like, hell yeah. Nigga, we'd be like, where that place at again? Hold on, let me look real quick.
They didn't have internet on that motherfucker. Goddamn organizer.
Nigga, when I had the 2As, I was selling the 2-way pagers at Mirror and shit like that. I was getting that shit off. I was fronting.
You had a little bag.
Not even one. Mine didn't work for shit. But I was getting them off though. It's like, yo, nah, you straight. And they be like, well, hey, how does yours work? I'm like, look, man, I just canceled my service. You know what I'm saying? It's not really, but
man, I had a pager, nigga.
I was getting that shit off, nigga.
The only person paging my pager, nigga, was my pops, nigga. I don't think I got paid.
I probably made like a rack. I sold like five or six of them things.
That's fucking crazy.
A couple hundred.
Say something, Dev.
You ain't.
Check.
Which one is
flip it?
No.
Flop.
Oh no, yeah. He's three, right?
Yeah. Like they should be set up going like this.
You're 3 and 4, and then 1 and 2.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Shit. Sorry about that.
I don't give a fuck. Any amount of weed taken is an amount of weed.
Especially when
it's a loss.
When they got me in La Cañada, like I think we were going to like a Super Bowl party or some shit. I was with Miles and Mark and like some other,
Yeah.
And the cops was behind us in La Cañada, and this nigga Mark's like, bro, I'm about to go down right now. I'm like, for what? He was like, man, that laptop I stole in Humble like 3 years. I was like, these niggas, get the fuck out of here, nigga. What you talking about, nigga? Yeah. And I'm like, nigga, I got priors, nigga. They're gonna get me right now. He's like, nah, bro, don't get me. Pull us over, take me out the car immediately. These niggas go to like motherfucking Chipotle or like Starbucks or some shit and leave me with the cops. Oh, these niggas bitch ass niggas. It was like 5 of them. They had me in La Cañada on the main street foothill, like a little, you know where the Rouse is and shit when you get in there?
Yeah.
Like right there. So this is like Front Street. They basically were just like, I had my weed in some shorts under my pants. Oh, yeah. So they was patting me down and shit. I thought I was straight. Then niggas was like, what's that? I'm like, it's just a shorts bunch up. They was like, stop playing, bro. Took my little sack out. I had like a little eighth or something. These niggas was like, whatever, bro. Just watch out, man. It was an Asian cop. He gave me my shit back, and then I had to call.
He gave you the weed back?
He gave it back.
Oh shit!
Damn. I'm saying it's in La Cañada. I'm like, what the fuck?
A lot of these cops are thinking, like, is it really work? Because if they take it and they legit cops and they have to fucking log it though.
Yeah, they have to write that shit up.
Sheriff's crooked as fuck.
But they had like 3 cop cars and like 5 cops. So I'm like,
they always do that shit.
It's in like, I'm like, yo, this looks crazy in La Cañada. Like I really want some bull, and it's like for a little bit of weed.
And see, they always talk about the media, but then like you have to think about perpetrating like
perpetuating.
I was thinking like, nice. I know it's a bit perpetuating the ideal, the whole shit about black folks and stuff like that. But the stereotype. But then like the real everyday shit, like when white folks are just driving down the road and they see fucking 8-9 cars pulling over one dude. They're thinking, well, I wonder what he did. Like little everyday shit like that.
But if they pulled them over at the same amount they would pull us over, then like, you're gonna find some shit on them too.
Man, bro.
I wasn't knocking y'all to kicking it. These niggas was doing like wild pills, like fucking acid, everything. They had everything all the time.
Yeah.
What street did Babyhead used to live on?
That's a
that was no,
Babyhead.
it was a street right past Lincoln. Was it Glenn?
It was Glenn, right?
Glen Rose. No, it wasn't Glen Rose. Yeah, because it was Glenn and Glen Rose. I think it was Glenn.
It's like Lincoln, then like 2 or 3 more streets.
This nigga came one night. We get some, and this was when it was some gas. So nigga, this take off, nigga. He got the 5-speed. This nigga snatched the gears at night, nigga. Nigga, the police is facing this way, nigga. I'm like, fuck, nigga, you ain't had your lights on. This nigga turned the lights on, try to slow down. So we bang nigga down the street, nigga. And
Cassie was in the car.
Yeah. So nigga, they light us up, nigga.
No. Like, but before, because we was driving down the street and he was like, nigga, what you gonna do? And I was like, fuck it. Or somebody told me to pull in the driveway. Nigga, fuck, I pull in the driveway.
Because he was like, man, pull in Allen driveway, nigga. I was like, man, give me the weed. I tried to swallow it, nigga.
Oh, yeah.
But the weed was so goddamn potent, nigga.
He
it had so many fibers,
like
nigga.
One time,
shit
nigga.
got stuck right here. Didn't even go down any further, nigga. I was like,
that's crazy. Niggas had your ID and you was like,
I remember that shit. It was like, oh shit. And then you spit it back out, nigga.
Nigga, we tried to dry the weed off his emotions.
Yeah, they were like, why'd you run? I was like, I didn't see you, man. He was like, well, who lived here? I'm like, this is where we was going. Like, he was like, where were you heading to? It was like, this is where we was going.
That shit is
and then I forgot what happened. They let us go, but they tried to say, like, why'd you run? I was like,
his brother came out, I was like, man, what the fuck y'all want, fool?
They here to see me, man. This is my company.
Man.
That's fire, though. What the fuck y'all want, fool?
Yeah, bro, like, this is private property,
everybody,
nigga.
Fool, man,
I know,
right? Shout out to Circlehead, man.
Welcome to the Untied Shoes Podcast, Season 2, Episode 11. We back up in this motherfucker. I'm your host, 2K Much. I'm going to let him do his thing.
I'm going to be calm on this motherfucker. I'm your boy, Lexamillion. Holla at the Untied Shoes Podcast, nigga.
Sitting next to him is...
Dev.
And sitting next to him is...
John.
I remember last episode we actually skipped over John and we started talking. And then John was like, fellas. Yeah, I'm
John.
With a little waving emoji like this.
Hello. We're back in this motherfucker with this bitch ass candle. I keep forgetting to tell you. I saw that shit in the last.
Light the motherfucker one time, shit. Do some ambiance in this motherfucker.
I don't got the long bitch.
Hey Jake, bring me the bitch.
Jake, you motherfucker. Was you laughing the first time you saw that scene?
I was dying like a motherfucker.
Jake.
But I liked when he was like, fucking shit, I won already anyway.
Shot his ass and everything.
Right. You think you can do this to me?
I'm the police.
I know, right? I run shit here. You did,
nigga had Eva Mendes in there taking care of everybody.
I know, right? She got the. She is pretty though, but she got the pointy titties. I don't know. If
in that movie, they're super pointy.
They showed her full.
I don't give
I hate when
the pyramid titties when they come to the.
No, they
all
point.
sides,
They come. They look like not full AK bullets, but like they're
bullets.
Yeah, he said the bullets,
bro.
Wait, the nipple or the titty?
The whole titty kind of. Yeah. Because there was one part. Remember where Jake goes in the house and then she's kind of. That's when they got the pussy shot.
Right.
And she kind of leaning over to get her clothes, and you can see her full titty come down like into a triangle, nigga.
Yeah,
it's probably cold on set, man.
Trust me, I watched it a lot, nigga. I swear I watched, nigga.
I watched it a lot.
I'm saying because nigga, they showed her a full frontal kind of almost.
Bro.
Nigga, her lucy was out.
Show her ass and everything.
Yeah, it was funny when Jake first came in. Didn't he have his shoe up on the bed or something like that? And he was throwing his gun.
You heard that? Just blurb somebody out here.
Police like a
Police.
motherfucker.
That's where we stay. Well, not even just right here, but I know, right? Well,
I'll fuck with you.
Alex was saying somebody got shot right around the corner from here, like earlier this week. Damn, bro.
We're having sound issues over here at Suite 13.
No,
Suite 14, they're having a party. Please excuse the...
they turn up every weekend, too. I forget who told that joke. I think it was Cat Williams that said, man, he was like, man, the people that party the most is Mexicans, man. They'll party to the next day. That shit really ain't no lie, nigga. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, niggas party. It's just different, nigga. It's just a complete different experience when Mexicans party, bro. They'll be still out at like 5 in the morning.
I like the first part of the party, but the longevity of it, fuck y'all.
Yeah, bro.
John only nigga I know who can hang, nigga. I know me. I
can't hang. That nigga be sitting somewhere drinking, nigga. Them motherfuckers is dancing, nigga.
I'm talking about this nigga. No, that nigga can hang.
No, I'm not saying he ain't gonna be up drinking, nigga. But hanging is two different things, nigga. The way they hang.
Oh, you mean
nigga, you got to be a part of the party. That nigga go want to chill and talk to nigga like.
But you know what? John's like, I'm not gonna come. I feel you. I'm just saying. I didn't even mention drinking. I just said partying. But anyway, I will say that
you know what?
it's a perfect mixture of.
I ain't seen.
The focus is different, Lex. Right?
Focus.
Yeah.
Life is easy. Focus is hard.
If you make it that way.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. It was talking about that because I'd never seen After Earth, but I said the one quote that was badass from there was that that danger is real, but fear is a choice. And I think it's
yeah.
That movie was trash.
And it was. I'm
it
pretty
wasn't
sure
that trash to me, though. I watched it like
I didn't
all the
even see
time.
it.
That's just trash.
It's trash. He's like,
Bro,
it's trash.
You know how M. Night Shyamalan, we were just complaining how this nigga keep getting funny.
We've done this on previous episodes. Lex has never seen a bad movie.
I have, and not really.
So just go with the same thing.
No,
come on. We have this in the podcast. You said this previously.
What's a fucking bad movie? Because y'all niggas was saying
that
earlier,
last time.
and
you couldn't give me one.
You said, what was he saying? It was like, fucking Belly. He said it was a good shot movie.
Yeah, it was a beautiful,
but it was a
bad
trash movie. I never even added up like that. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm
you
like,
gonna do that to Belly though, nigga?
That
Get out of
was
here.
No, we was talking about it earlier.
Belly,
The way it
I mean,
looked.
the acting was
respect your
stupid.
opinion, but
Yeah,
I
the
asked
And the
him
script
this
was
question.
kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But
No, but
the movie was shot
very beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
But for Hype Williams, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that nigga's
exactly.
basically a cinematographer, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, the way, you know, when Lisa told Bart, like, if a tree falls in the forest, did it really make a sound?
No, if a
I
tree
had
falls
one
in
of
the
those
forest and
moments,
no
I
one's
was
there to
like,
hear it, did it really make a sound?
You know the fucking quote, nigga. But what
Okay,
I'm saying
I'm just
is,
trying to make
nigga,
sure you got it fucking right so you don't look stupid out here. That's the
you the
problem
one
with your
got on the
ass.
goddamn Dragon Ball
nigga.
dad hat, nigga.
What's wrong with that?
Because, nigga, the sides don't come all the way down, nigga.
That's dad hats, though. If they
I
came down
know,
too
nigga.
far, it would look
You
weird.
might as well get a South of France the next time you go get a goddamn haircut.
And you
nigga.
might as well change the shape of your head, Clayface.
I know, nigga, you
Nigga been watching the
face,
show,
nigga.
I
huh?
have been. The
Motherfucker,
animated
you.
series. That shit is funny.
This nigga got 6 socks in his mouth. No, actually 7, nigga.
ankle
On the
was-
4th day, you don't even know.
Is that shit still on your calf, nigga?
They can't even see it, nigga. But hold on, let me see it.
Shit still on your calf?
He was part on his Achilles and shit.
Man, I ain't never had to really pay attention to how I put on my socks, nigga, until I got these. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga?
Everybody pays attention so that you don't get that
wearing
part on the
fucking
top of
heel
your
on the
foot.
Achilles
Achilles.
the whole time.
I always put my socks on regular, nigga. But this time, like when I
How
put
else
these,
can you put them on? You put
nigga,
your
you
heel
have
in
to
first?
You have to look at this shit.
And
I'm
nigga
putting
put the heel on and slide it.
I'm putting the goddamn sock on regular, nigga, but it keep doing that shit.
Let that motherfucker hang. Nigga, don't stretch it out so much.
That nigga got the whole heel part on Achilles. That's because you buying them goddamn 13 to 15s. You need to get them motherfucking 10
But
to
it don't
12.
do it on this one, though. Look,
Are
that's
they
what
the
I'm
same?
saying.
Are they the same thing or are they different
Yeah,
sizes?
they
He
same
don't
size.
know. He don't know.
What you mean I don't know, nigga?
You
I just bought
fucked. You fucked.
You beast fucked. You remember in Brooklyn?
I don't really remember too much from now.
Oh, okay. He turned to the
shit.
Italian dude. He was like, "You fucked. You beast fucked."
Nicky.
Well, what I was saying was because we asked you that question previously. I was saying, although I do respect your opinion, and I agree with you as far as opinion.
but yeah.
I wouldn't like for Lex to have that opinion now because we asked you this question prior.
Yeah, and you were
No,
giving
and
us a
I
hard
wasn't trying
time.
to
So
put
he
them
was
on there.
sauce, but
Come
I'm
on,
not
pick
gonna give you
something
that
else.
caveat, though.
I mean,
What I
pick
meant,
something else,
what I
Lex.
was trying to say was like I kind of agree with what you're saying on that one though.
I agree.
The thing was, it
I
was
agree
a
as
bad
well.
movie, but I could still, like, every time it comes on, I watch it, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
And
mean?
there
Like, I
are-
still watch
Has
it.
a bunch of
Yeah.
bullet points.
I enjoy
Right.
bad movies. It's one of my favorite
Yeah,
things
I
to
still
watch.
watch
Like
it.
I'm in the business of that.
Yeah.
What's another classic that's
And they was dressed really
try-
nice on that.
Come on,
motherfucker.
okay. Island,
Here's
like,
the-
all that
Here's
shit was
one
beautiful.
classic movie that I don't agree with. The critics destroyed it, but it's something we watch all the time. But Hook, nigga, the critics
Oh, yeah, I
destroyed
liked
it.
Hook when it came out.
They
I
shitted
love Hook,
on
man.
they
I liked Hook
shitted
when it
on Harlem Nights.
That's probably for some other reasons though, like on some racist shit probably.
But Hook was good,
Maybe.
though.
Yeah, no, Hook was
Yeah,
good.
Hook ain't got no racial
It's
issues.
pizza, flocking, flying
He
pain.
really did. No, I don't think he said fucking. I think he
Flocking.
said fucking. Oh, okay. Because I
Flocking,
slowed it
flying,
down. I think
yeah.
he said fucking, flying.
We just turn on the goddamn caption next time to see what it is.
Well, they probably bleep it out if it was on there.
Pizza, flocking, flying pain.
I know, right? Bob Hoskins, nigga. Oh my god.
Hey,
Schmidt.
you guys
Hey,
ever
you
watch
know
some
what?
shows where they don't where like it's in English or whatever, right? Let's say you don't have captions on, and then they'll just have somebody in Chinese or like Spanish speaking on there, and I'm like, I want to hear what they're saying. Let me turn on the captions.
It'll
And
just say speaking Chinese?
Speaking
Yeah.
Chinese. I'm like, what the fuck,
Oh
man?
wow, that's
Like you're
fuck,
doing,
I
like you're
never did
fucking
that.
up
So
the
you
story.
guys
You have to legitimately
intended-
know. So it's like,
You intended for motherfuckers not to be able to understand what the fuck they were
yeah,
saying.
and then so you figure
that's
it
some
out.
bullshit.
That's weird because I feel like that's some new shit to do. It's kind of fucked up.
It's weird. It's weird. I've seen that shit before too.
Yeah.
I don't even appreciate that now because I always thought about it, But I never even switched it, and now I know you ain't gonna get nothing.
You ain't gonna get shit. It's like speaking Spanish.
Same. I think I did it when I was watching Die Hard again. And which reminded the first one, and because they speak like they're Swedish or whatever the fuck, and I tried to turn on the caption just to see what they were saying. I guess they just I guess assume that you'll just be like terrorists speaking whatever they're saying. It's malicious. Right. It's what I'm saying. It's
Well, I'm wondering how many like really plot things do they hide in those statements that we just don't know.
Right.
What if they're not even really speaking the language?
Which were I don't know who I was talking to about this, but I went back and I watched the original Rambo, First Blood.
Oh, I saw it was on the other night.
It's really a good movie though, huh?
The funny thing is because before I had never really even seen Rambo, but it's not a fucking war movie. It's like at all.
It's not an action movie.
No, well, it's not like a war like.
Well, it's about a Vietnam vet. I mean,
when you think about
society in a way,
have you seen it recently?
Like no, but I know a lot about it. I know the heart of the movie came out when they started doing the other ones.
It was really good.
The first one was
it's not about the war, but it's about the war. It's about how Vietnam. But it honestly, like the franchise it spawned, you would never think that the original was so good.
That happens more than you think.
And I was watching it was a real kind of heartfelt story. Nigga came home, he was trying to find his best friend from the war.
It's about the way America treats his veterans.
And like these motherfuckers was fucking with him. And I don't know if you saw. I think his name is David Caruso, the nigga from Miami
he was
CSI.
super young.
He was like, I'm telling y'all, man, leave him alone, man. That guy knows stuff. I'm telling you. And he's just like, they're like, fuck this guy. He's like, shut up. If you can't deal with it and get the fuck out of here. He's like, I'm not gonna have anything to do with this, man. He's like 19. You ever seen David Caruso from
I know
Miami CSI? He's always taking off his shades like.
He's in First Blood.
They've been killing that dude's looks forever. He's the redhead dude, right?
Yeah.
They've been killing him for
Get
years.
this guy the fuck out of here.
But they do that with a lot of sequels and shit like that. Generally, just like
they killed it
because Hollywood just does that. It's like Hollywood looked at that movie like people are excited about the action and shit, right?
But I mean, the rest of it,
but it's really a heart and soul of a movie. So when they start doing the other ones, they're just like, nah, let's just blow a bunch of shit up. And you took the soul of the movie
and the
away.
other Rambos were good. And then I started watching Rambo 2 and Rambo 3 and realized, nigga, because we grew up on Hot Shots. And Hot Shots Part Dukes. And I didn't realize how much I knew they were making a mockery of Rambo, but I didn't realize they were taking scenes directly from that fucking movie. So literally when you I need to go back and watch Hot Shots, but they were taking, and I was just like, oh shit. For example, the scene in the beginning where the nigga dips his hands in fucking hot caramel and then puts jelly beans on there or whatever the fuck. That's from the beginning scene of Rambo 3. I just thought that was interesting.
That in Bloodsport too.
No,
but that's the reason why they're making fun of it is because again they got rid of the soul of the movie. So when it started getting a little crazy, and the movies are still solid. Yeah. But again, like the heart of the movie is kind of gone once you start getting past the first one a little bit.
Yeah, very true.
I just found out that what was it? Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is heralded as like the first gay movie.
Wait, what?
Interesting, right?
I'll
be on my horror shit, so I'll be watching my shit.
I don't remember what 2 was about.
That's the thing. So like, it's I don't want to go deep. Well, like it basically like the guy wrote it or whatever, and you have a lot of weird scenes in there to where like there's like whipping in the shower scene where there's just like you're seeing man ass. You didn't see a bunch of man ass in movies at that time. There's whipping them in the shower. Like when the guy who played him, he screamed. He sounded like a woman. He was a closeted gay male in the movie industry. So basically, when they were asking like. Everybody's saying this movie is like a gay movie, basically. It's the 80s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So...
And homophobia was at like an all-time
high. Right. The AIDS stuff was happening at that time, too. So, basically, the actor took the hit for that because the writer had said, I didn't write the movie that way. He just played it that way. So basically, that guy who was going to be a leading man, basically at that point, because it was a big franchise that was starting to cook.
Right.
So basically, when you threw him under the bus, he couldn't get cast in normal straight male shit. So he ruined that guy's fucking career. I watched a whole documentary about it.
It's like that one bad guy from Warlock, nigga. That nigga guy. Well, that kind of brings me to an idea of like how if you play a role too well and you get like typecasted, like
that's what happened to Lawrence Fishburne for a minute when from What's Love Got to Do with It.
Oh, I know. Turner. He played that shit way too well, bro. That little look,
nigga. He was another shit. Like it wasn't.
He was. He just said maybe his career took a hit for a minute, for a few years. It probably was kind of hard, but yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, but bad guy. It happens a lot with villains, though. You remember that movie Warlock?
Vaguely.
But he's been in a bunch of movies. So I forget. He's a weird. I wish I knew this nigga name, man. Fuck, my phone is up there. But nah, can you look up the cast of Warlock real quick and go ahead to your point? I'll show you. But once y'all see his face, you're gonna be like, oh shit.
It was an interesting documentary because it's following the guy. He was like, yeah, this is what happened to me.
That's fucked
and
up.
like it's fucked up. He confronts these guys. He confronts the director, and director's like, I'm like, this documentary came out like a year or two ago. It's still in this like movement.
Henry
of things
Fonda,
right now.
Huh? That guy. No, not him. Is that Henry Warlock? No, not the one from 1959. Put
shit.
Hey, you did take film history, bro.
Warlock, Castle Warlock.
91.
Yeah.
91.
Go to images. Go back up. Go to images or.
Yeah, nigga. Leave me the fuck alone.
What's his name? That motherfucker right here. Think of how many movies he's been in.
You know what?
Bad guy.
Yeah, for sure.
He's every bad guy.
Right, but I'm just saying,
I've
never seen him play a good guy.
Yeah, I watched that recently.
This one was fucked up, but because he was like the son of the devil or some shit.
I think we're out of that era to some degree now.
Something.
Kind of.
Fucking niggas up though.
You never saw. You never saw 6 Seconds, huh?
Which one?
6 Seconds. I know you probably saw it.
No, I can't.
You never seen that?
No.
It was a Netflix series with Regina.
It's 7 Seconds.
7 Seconds. Sorry, my
bad.
I meant to watch that.
That
they
guy
should have made season 2 of that, man.
Why did they not?
It was bomb.
It got discontinued for some reason, but it was because they said that the viewership was down or something.
That was a good fire, that was solid, and we needed it at that time too.
Yeah.
But did you see American Skin then?
No.
Yes.
Okay, that's the same guy.
I was telling you the last time we was here. I was bro, you watch American Skin?
Yeah, no, I told you I planned on watching it and shit. So, man, see, that is some shit. That's some shit. You guys got to watch that.
Yeah, I know. Just some shit. Man.
It's old boy that played Nat Turner. He wrote the Nat Turner shit.
Yeah. So he's back, which I'm happy about because they tried to kill his career at that time too.
Yeah, he was on The Breakfast Club recently too.
He was promoting the movie. So I was like, shit, he got another joint. Like, let me go check it out.
About it too. Yeah,
I think he wrote or directed. He did something behind the scenes as well. Oh boy, got it. He got skills.
Nah, for sure. He's smart too. He's smart dude. He's good. Yeah.
Man, they tried their best when they saw that movie because I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I was waiting for a slave movie where the motherfuckers were revolting. And even I sat there and was a little I wasn't uncomfortable with the concept. I was like, God damn, this is a really bloody, gory like they made sure when they fucking killed the slave masters, nigga, it was graphic.
I'm glad.
So I know for a fact. I'm glad too. But I know for a fact why people were uncomfortable watching it, nigga. I know for a fact.
I'm glad
too.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that goes to the point of the reason why they were trying to hush that shit so fucking quickly, nigga. Because it already only came out in select theaters. It wasn't
because they tried to go back in his past. They tried to go back in his past and said he did some shit, but he had already beat the case with it.
And then I was pissed off at people. I'm like, nigga, do y'all not see the propaganda that they're causing to take?
You can easily tell. It's like it's right in front of your face. Y'all don't see this?
It's not even a fucking...
When that nigga learned how to read and nigga was speaking the Bible and he was going, nigga, hitting the other motherfucking preachers and shit with quotes, nigga, like they had that scene when he was going back and forth with the white pastors and shit.
Yeah, because I mean... And, you know, to all our, if there anyone is Christian viewers, whatever, my bad, not trying to offend nobody, but, I mean, you know, it's pretty obvious that they use, yeah, I know, right? That Christianity was used to control the slaves for a very long time.
I told that to a Bible thumper. He was like, no, they didn't.
He curled his neck back like that, too?
Yeah, fucking white boy with a red beard. I'm like, motherfucker, you would say they didn't.
I know, right?
Yeah, but that little documentary was funny though because he met with the director and the director basically telling him just like, yeah, dude, just like let it go. And he's like, motherfucker, you had a career.
I know.
The fuck you mean let it go? He's like, I want to talk to the writer because you over here on some bullshit. So he talked to the writer and the writer was like, I didn't say that. And he was like, here's your quote where you said this. Do you know what you did to my career? And he was just like, yeah, I don't see it as being. I'm like, this is crazy. Did he ever get work
after? I mean, because they started let up off the whole.
The only reason why, like, he works conventions. Because there's big horror shit or whatever, so he'll go work to convention. That's it. But you dead it off. He was gonna be like a leading man. You know what I'm saying? Like on some not, you know, whatever. But like he had the look.
Up, man. You know, what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I don't really feel sympathy in that regard because I wake up black every day. I didn't choose to be black. You know what I mean?
I heard what you're saying. You know? It's interesting. I understand what you're saying, but I don't want to.
And I'm not no.
I just can't relate.
No shade to the dude.
My main thing.
My
main thing is accountability because in the story you basically find out that like when people were praising it because of like gay rights and all this shit of being like, oh, this is great for us and shit like that.
Well, I hope
that writer started taking the praise.
To be free,
being like, yeah, I did this on purpose. That's what the issue is.
Oh, so he was scared at the time.
He was like, nah, it wasn't me. And then when people started fucking with it, you were like, nah, that's all me. Like what? So it becomes that, you know. Yeah. And old boy, all things considered, he wasn't even tripping. He was like, you know, I'll accept your apology. Like I get some of it. He's being nice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. Like,
but he still was trying to deny it like a little bitch ass.
Yeah. Either way, motherfuck Nightmare on Elm Street as a series, nigga, because that shit gave me more nightmares than a motherfucker.
Out of all of them, no, because you know what was funny is, nigga, we thought Child's Play was hilarious. I mean, it was a little scary.
Not the first
Child's
one.
Play wasn't scary. Child's Play wasn't scary.
Well, when we had Dolls was still a thing.
When did the first
I was only
come
scared
out?
for like a year.
The first one came out like 89, 88.
Child's Play wasn't scary.
I was terrified.
Nightmare on Elm Street was.
That shit was fucking scary.
Yeah, because it's your dream.
It's your dream. You go to sleep and then you
had a goddamn long sleeve red and black motherfucking striped shirt standing. We had a 1-bedroom, like 7 of us in that motherfucker. So I slept on the small little cot, nigga, by my mom them bed, nigga, in the corner hanging on one single solitary hanger, one shirt. All red shirt with thick black stripes through that motherfucker. I'm
gonna tell you movies
right there, bro.
I'm gonna tell you movies. Niggas got me all fucked up too.
Niggas in the movie, niggas in the hood ain't scared of certain type of movies because it wouldn't happen in the hood. For example, Jason or Michael Myers. Like, get that shit the fuck out of here. That's why that wasn't like a skit. Nobody know. You will rarely hear a black person say like, "Man, Jason used to terrify me." Now, Freddy, I know, right? Like, you walking through all these white neighborhoods, like, I don't give a fuck if you are the undead, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna try to shoot you.
But Freddy. In your dreams, nigga, that's when you vulnerable. I mean, that's everybody.
And then he had a claw hand, nigga. That's enough to like, hey, man, nigga, I ain't fucking with a nigga cutting a nigga.
I'll never forget Child's Play. That shit was funny because remember it was he was in the elevator and that old lady was like, "What an ugly doll." And he was like, "Fuck you."
When that nigga fell, that nigga rolled under the couch. Damn, my nigga tripping, bro.
I forgot about that part. Like he started trading like, "Fuck you, bitch," and she dropped him. That nigga like in a barrel roll. Like, what the fuck?
They killed that. Like I was watching the whole thing about like all that shit too. Just how like it looked better back then because the CGI
because they had
practical shit.
Yeah.
Tom Savini, which like everybody's seen him. He was the guy. Y'all ever seen Death House, Death Proof, whatever that Quentin Tarantino shit?
Grindhouse. The two
Grindhouse.
Yeah.
And he was the cop with the tan suit on. He was tripping, blowing everybody away. He was also in From Dusk Till Dawn. He had a weird name. He had like a gun holster on like his dick or whatever.
I know him.
Buddy,
that guy is the guy who did everything.
All the makeup and
I'm talking about since like the 60s, like everything.
Has been doing like the
he's the guy who changed makeup. Period.
I got you.
And a lot of people don't know it's him because he's just like he'd be like in random movies like whatever.
Random fact too, Tales from the Hood was scary as fuck, and that shit's coming back.
I want you to watch it after we're done now.
Oh, it did?
Part 2, shit was dumb trash.
Oh, okay.
Then they made a white version of Tales from the Hood, nigga.
Two of them stories scared the shit out of me. The one with David Allen Greer and that one too.
Man,
that David Allen Greer shit kind of fucked with me.
I want you to watch that shit when we're done if you have time. The horror noir show I was telling you about, but they talk about that how crazy it is to when you see that. It's like when he's beating what's her name up, like David Allen Greer's character.
Yeah.
Because he chose that. He was like, this guy's a classic actor and everybody thinks he's funny. Like he's a classically trained actor. I'm gonna put him right here in this shit.
Yeah.
Right?
He was scary.
And then you know when they tested the shit, he was saying when you would show up for certain audience, like people would laugh. He was like black kids would always like laugh, like, look at he beating her ass. And then like as it gets worse, they'd be like, they start getting quiet.
Yeah, bro.
It's a shell shock, nigga.
Right. And I was just like, damn, that shit's like fucked up. Like that's
That
And
nigga
that nigga William Carter, whoever his name was, you'll get the shit. He's like, man, what's the shit?
This big and shit. Oh yes, the shit.
They're talking about that shit too, like in horror movies and like
Tales from the Hood. I never seen it.
Oh wow, okay. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's a must see. Just something that nigga saw.
He's like,
I mean, if I tell you,
you old enough to block the fucking fear. If you'd have saw when you was a kid, you'd be like,
I'm just saying, I don't know if it's one of those black movies where I'm like, nigga, you gotta see this one. I'm like,
you do. But not like urgently.
We didn't have black horror like that, so I think if you have any interest in that, you should watch it. But if you don't like horror, like fuck it. But
you're right. There really wasn't no black horror movies.
Fuck with horror.
That's why I want you to see that shit. But it's like some crazy shit.
Me and horror, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all niggas say what y'all want. But it activates a part of my brain that I don't need to.
This is why I want you to watch this documentary.
I don't like it, but for other reasons. You know me. I don't like it because it's.
Well, you love it because it's always titties in there.
No, nigga, I'm not you.
He said, I'm not you.
The shit you don't like is the bullshit they were making for a while when Kevin Hollywood started capitalizing on it.
Yeah, I just didn't like
the redundant bullshit movies.
Like, you know, the two genres of movies that have the stupidest fucking scripts usually is action movies and fucking, you know, horror movies. So, but you know, you kind of got me back into it. I watch Hereditary. You know, I got to give it to
That's
Hereditary.
That's just a great fucking movie, period.
Yeah, because it's just a good movie and it just happens to be creepy as fuck.
A lot of stuff that happened in the 80s is once they saw like the opportunity to do the shit, they killed it off and shit like that. But what you find, and I remember they were talking, the same people who did Tales in the Hood did Bones with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
so when you get that, like they're talking about, they're like, we wanted to make sure it's a proponent of like, yeah, this guy's in his hood and he's doing something wrong.
Yeah.
He's like, but at the core, this movie is a love story. Like, this man was in the hood and he was doing something that would be like, okay, it's messed up, but he always gave back to his community and was trying to make his community better.
Right.
So they do little things when you give them the opportunity.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and, I mean, black people are very limited.
Specific.
You have to understand,
idea.
in order to have, well, go ahead.
I wasn't trying to cut you, niggas.
No, it's okay.
Make a horror movie, or at least write it, nigga. And a horror movie, nigga, is all the black people did better and scared all the white folks.
You mean just all of a sudden just woke up
Like
tomorrow
at
and
life?
they were just all
Just
doing
better at life?
Niggas' literacy rate went up.
Oh,
fucking
okay.
credits got better. Niggas started buying houses everywhere.
That would be a great horror movie, actually. Them motherfuckers be
Fucking
home.
white people scared their
I know, right?
Hell yeah.
White people be laughing like, what kind of lunacy is this?
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. I've never
What
seen
is this,
many niggas
sci-fi?
get
You know,
approved.
because it kind of brings me back or makes me think about Boomerang. People don't realize that movie really changed the game because I forget what it was exactly, but it was the first time that Eddie Murphy, or not even the first time a movie had it to where there was nothing but black executives on screen or something like that. Right. It was an ad agency with nothing but black executives in there. And it was like the first time, and all the lower level people in there were white. All the like secretaries, it was like switched. Right. So all the CEOs were black, but all
they do little things like that in a lot of shit that we overlook.
But he was actually on a talk show talking about it, and they were like, yeah, you're getting a lot of flack from this movie because it just seems like unrealistic. He was like, I don't care. Like, the fuck?
But that's funny though, like it's unrealistic.
Yeah, or something like that. I remember watching, he was on David Letterman or something like that talking about it, and he was just like, yeah, I want to switch it up. He's like, because he was just saying, I forget exactly what he said, but basically he was like, this is a future I saw it was a good chance for me to show black people in a different light, and I'm gonna always do that whenever I get any kind of possible chance. And that's why I always respect Eddie Murphy, man, because it's like, I mean, once he really made it, he did the movies he fucking wanted to do, nigga.
I think I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. He did the movies he wanted to do, man, so I always respected that guy for sure.
Mad at all.
I mean, that nigga had a fucking long string of terrible movies. I don't know what happened with
he tried,
Meet
nigga.
Dave and fucking Pluto Nash, but...
Bullworth?
Norbit.
Not Bullworth. What was the other one he said?
Norbit was my shit, though.
Norbit was garbage.
I called a little bit shit for that because my pro was at his craziest peak at that time. It was like, I was like, you niggas
I thought it was...
I attached myself to Norbit because Rasputia was like my sister, bro.
No, yeah. I just didn't like it because it just seemed like a spinoff of like, Nutty Professor, and I was like,
which one? Hold on, but which one of y'all was that? No, because we had this argument, and it was one of you two niggas where I was talking about like that's the reason why I didn't fuck with it, and that's the reason why I didn't fuck with the Marlon Wayne shit too.
Oh, so it had to be this nigga.
I think it was you then, and I was just like, leave that shit alone,
nigga. No, nigga,
that shit was whack, bro. That's a bad movie. You're nuts.
I watched it twice.
You're fucking sick.
Listen, I love Marlon Wayans, bro. I fuck with him. I love Senseless is still one of my favorite movies. Even, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot, but bro, that nigga has not made me laugh in a very long time. I'm just being honest.
That's fine.
Bro.
I didn't say I was laughing out loud and busting a nut, nigga. All that kind of weird shit.
Who said anything about
busting my gut?
You definitely said that.
You said busting a nut, nigga.
I know it came out like that.
You're right. Last episode I was telling this nigga hyper over sexualize everything, nigga. See?
Look, bro.
Stop thinking about your dick, nigga.
Case. You need to charge your battery up, nigga. It's blinking.
That's the record.
Don't be saying no shit like that. Don't be playing like that.
Or do it away from the mic, because I can hear that shit was popping all in my ear right now. Anyway, shit. I mean, this is gonna be like a free. I don't. You know what? Yeah. I was about to move it along, and I guess we're gonna have to do this because we are moving along. We are moving along.
Carry on now. Yeah.
I don't know, right?
Yeah.
I just started watching Your Honor. I'm only 2 episodes in. That shit, I went on an emotional roller coaster the first episode.
But the Black Rock?
Yeah, the first one
with Bryan Cranston, and it's on HBO Max or whatever. Where he's a judge trying to save his son.
I like it. No, not her. That one's.
I know you got through because I saw it.
It's something similar. Old girl from Old girl from the black one from Daredevil, the detective. She has her own show on like ABC, and it's not called Your Honor, but it's called something. She's a judge on there.
Okay.
Yeah. She look good too.
No, she does.
They give a lot of people some good shows.
Missy Stone, I think was her name.
But like the first episode of Your Honor, bro, that shit took me on like it went through the whole emotion of it. I'm like, hold on, and then you get to that part where it's like, y'all about to do this? Are y'all really about to do this?
Did you make it to the part where he was about to turn himself in and?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm 2 episodes in.
I'm
I'm 2 episodes in. No.
It's fine. You won't know who.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, all right, okay.
I was speaking a little more vague of like, yo, like
you didn't even know what the fuck we were talking about. You talking about you gonna watch it?
Watch it. Ain't
well, good. I'm happy you gonna watch it.
After the first 2 episodes, like they covered a lot of ground and set like a really big fucking tone. I didn't know where it was gonna go
because it's about to end this Sunday. She's like, she'll just call me every time. Did you watch Your Honor? And I'll just be like, nah, I haven't seen it yet. She'd be like, well, you need to call me back. Well, you about to watch it right now? And I'll be like,
are you about to watch it right now?
I said, you know what, I can. She'd be like, well, call me as soon as you're done. So I'll call her. And she's like, you watched it, right? How are they going to end the season next? I just don't get it, Brian. Listen, this happened, that happened, and the season's supposed to end next weekend? How? And I'm just like, bro, I created a demon because, remember, I did it with Breaking Bad. It was the funniest thing because my mom did not binge watch TV. She watched whatever was on cable. Whenever it came on, she still used her DVR. And I remember I was trying to ease her into watching Breaking Bad. I was like, Mom, you got to watch the show. It took me like a month to get her to watch the show. But one time I was homesick from I think it might have been before you worked at the spot, whatever.
Before COVID.
Way before COVID. But I had gotten sick and I was home for like 2 or 3 days. And so I said, Mom, let's order some food and I'm sitting down and we're gonna watch this, right? And so we watched the first episode, and she was like, "It's kind of interesting." I was like, "Well, do you want to stop it?" She's
That's
like,
some mom shit, bro.
She's like, just play episode 2. I'm gonna be moving around, but she didn't move around though.
Right.
She sat there and she watched episode 2, and I think actually I wasn't off for 3 days. I was only off for a day, but the next day I ended up going to work, and I told her. She said, "Well, how do you play it just in case I want to watch it? How do you play the next episode?" So I showed her, right? Man, bro, I left and we had only saw episode 2. And then all of a sudden she was calling me. She's like, "What's Jesse's such an idiot? What is wrong with him?" And then just like she's like, and "Is the next season on here? Or do I gotta wait?" I said, "Nah, Mom, the whole entire show." She said, "The whole show's on here,
bro."
Look at
was going through the motions. Like
when they had their shows, they were still treating their audience like they're stupid a little bit. So now there's the whole thing. Like I have the opposite problem with my mom, to where I can't get her to watch nothing. I have to like sit there and force her.
Yeah, no, that was the same thing.
I know, but it stayed right there. I can't. I have. That's the only way I can get her to do it now.
It never caught on.
It never caught. And I'm scared about when it does catch. You know what I'm saying? But I can't get her to watch shit because all she be watching is like, you know.
You can put the pillow on it because it'll lift it.
I wouldn't. These motherfuckers just need some 3-in-1 oil on these motherfuckers.
What like
I just want. You know how remember I used to be young. I couldn't sit in the back of the car. Nigga want to.
Oh yeah. Nah, same thing used to happen to me. My shit used to lock up. And I know what you mean though. Yeah. But yeah, I guess the same thing happened though. But the only
every
thing
time
is
I get her to watch something
on.
now, it's like it'll be like small form, like a crime. Like I got her to watch that "Don't Fuck with Cats" or whatever. And it's like once you get one episode, like you're cooked. And she sat there. She was like, "Look, I done sat here for 5 hours now." And I was like, "You was gonna do it anyway."
You got me to watch that Wild Country. You never watched Wild Country, did you? Because he's the one that got me to watch it. We were talking about cults, I think, one time. I was like, "Bro, you need to watch Wild Country."
Yeah, it was good.
You need to watch that shit. I mean,
that shit's crazy.
You need to fucking watch that shit, bro.
Like a real code, or this is fiction,
bro. You're gonna watch that shit and be like, "This happened in America? How did How did they get this off?"
That's what you. They had so much.
They killed each other.
Bro, there was some dude named Bhagwan or something from India.
Bhagwan Street.
The motherfucker. I don't even know how to sum it up.
Yeah,
but
you can't like
just basically say these motherfuckers shouldn't have had as much power as they did. They ended up making. They built another country in this country. Built their own fucking nigga. The government couldn't. They wanted to end these niggas immediately, but could not because the organization was combined with like. Bro, the organization got
thing. It's religious. You have freedom of religion.
So big, but their members were like lawyers, doctors, construction workers, electrical engineers. Bro, they built their own fucking.
He's a best-selling author. He had cake, like he had money.
It didn't make no sense how much power, but the government hated these niggas. Everybody, they neighbors in Oregon hated them.
Yeah, anyway, let's not go too deep.
Yeah,
but you would just look at it and be like, I don't know how they were able to do this in this country.
How
easy. They were
together.
They were together.
No.
You get enough people
it was
together.
A mixed crowd.
No, what? I'm saying, but they weren't exclusively black.
Everybody in there was together.
Yeah. Like-minded people, man.
Bro,
you have enough. Yeah, you know, people.
And that's the same thing when we're talking about.
The cameras are on there too, and there's enough media coverage. And they're citing law, like we're not breaking any laws or in here.
Right.
Then everybody starts gathering together, like, wait, are they? This is their amendment rights and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? You start getting
But here it is, a black man looking at the fucking sights and his rifle and shit, adjusting it. They arrest him, talking about he was pointing his gun at the police on the fucking building. That's what they do to us.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know what? Fuck them and feed them fish. Welcome to the mother. Nah,
we already did that shit.
But man, movies and shit.
I want you guys to watch that horror thing. If you got a second,
will kill some calories because you'll be sitting there at the edge of your seat like a motherfucker. And I'm trying not to lose my life on that shit, bro. Because I think the first thing
I watch a lot of that shit. I know for sure
the first thing I binge watched was Orange Is the New Black, and because I was new to Netflix.
That was one of the first bingeable things to be able to do.
No, honestly. I know, but I mean, just saying, like, my first emotion when I looked and I saw, it's like, why the fuck would they put every episode on there? Then I watched them all, and then you wait that year, and you're like, you know what? I don't ever want to watch TV like, nigga, episode by episode.
Breaking Bad did that, and another thing, what was the Prison Break?
Breaking Bad came on AMC, regular TV show.
Yeah, but I didn't watch it when it first came out, so I binged until I caught up, and then I started watching it live. But Prison Break, that shit was already cooked. So it's like 9-10 seasons. It's like, I swear it was like 300 episodes because it's on like Fox or some shit. I went through that whole fucking shit, bro.
You were saying.
Man, I don't think anybody should watch that because it's kind of crazy, but yeah.
What's up, nigga?
A large human being. So do we want to talk about, is there anything
well, I mean, you know, pertinent? Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and does that mean anything to anybody? I mean,
not me, nigga, my single ass.
4 hours ago it meant something to me.
I mean, I might get some from moms. I mean, I probably should.
Nigga, you late. And it sold everything.
Nigga, you late. Weren't you doing some fucking shopping today? Shut your whole ass up, bro. I swear you be saying you a hypocritus, nigga.
Your fucking hat look like a refrigerator magnet.
You gonna keep going to the hat, bro, because your head shape funny and you can't wear them.
But give me the hat.
My hair is fucked up, nigga.
Hat? You keep putting on the hat after a haircut. Who go get a haircut and put a hat on?
I haven't got a haircut in 3 weeks. What are you talking about, bro?
Look at your beard. You lying. They lined it up right there.
I line my own fucking beard up.
You don't have clippers.
That's not true. I think he has the Aldi joints, if I'm not mistaken.
The Audi joints.
Are they Aldi?
No.
Aldi,
What
nigga?
was it called? Aldi? What?
No,
It don't matter.
Audi is a car that has
But
four
there's
wheels.
some close trim. Yeah,
I forgot what they're called because I
don't know
I have it saved on my
Nigga, on the low, though, Audi be having a gang of fucking household.
And I didn't mean like
nigga.
Aldi. I meant it's like an Aldi brand clipper. It's not from the store, but I think it was something like that.
Maybe I honestly can't remember the
Adonis
name
clippers
of them.
or some shit like that.
Now there's some like
there were some decently priced clippers.
Yeah, there's some decently priced, but he was using them to like trim hair for a long time. He was like, bro, you should get these motherfuckers on like $89, but these motherfuckers cut close and all that. So
you spent $89 on some clippers, nigga. You really are changing, nigga. Shit, nigga. Couldn't get you to spend $12 on nothing.
That's why I brought cups, man. It's great.
We need to buy him some cups, nigga. These motherfucker got some cups. It's fine.
There's some cups in there, nigga. But nobody, shit. He had those, and so I didn't offer. It'll save me the dishes.
Yeah, you're right.
You just looking for something to talk about, but you ain't got shit to talk about. So just shut the fuck up.
Nah, man, don't talk to me like that, bro.
This nigga said, listen to me. He said, do not talk to him like that.
That's all the way fucked. I said nothing about your dry skin today, nigga.
You talk to anybody in any old fucking way that you want to talk to them, but you talk about somebody can't talk to you a certain type of way.
I just asked you. I didn't tell you to. You didn't listen to the context of the sentence?
Man, I know this nigga ain't never played tic-tac-toe or Connect Four or anything like that because he cannot connect the dots on anything he say to people, nigga, back towards his own person. Now shut the fuck up.
I second that motion. I'm fucking with you, bro. Because I
know
you're gonna do that.
You have a fucking butterfly on each side of your shit, nigga. And you confusing our audience, nigga, because butterfly start with a B, not an A.
The fuck that got to do with anything, nigga?
Bro, you are missing right now, nigga.
You're missing.
Reaching.
It's not true, nigga.
The Alice in
I was
Wonderland
on the
play falling down the hole. I'm late.
Fuck all y'all niggas, bro.
All right.
If it was some shit, I'd eat all of y'all shit if it was on the table. Nigga, just bite that shit.
Some shit?
Yeah, boy,
you just ate some human
shit.
You just ate some human shit. I forget, it was this one dope line from one of my favorite movies, The Departed. Mark Wahlberg was saying, he said, informants are like mushrooms. You feed them shit and keep them in the dark. Or something like that. And I just thought that was really hard to say that, like, nigga, like feed them shit and keep them in the dark.
So you referring that to me or some shit, nigga?
No, I just thought it was a dope thing to say.
At the right fucking time, ain't it?
He actually got nominated for an Oscar for that role.
He did?
He did.
Which one?
He did. No, he did.
Which movie was it called?
Departed.
The Departed.
Oh, yeah.
I love that movie.
That movie is sick.
I watched it all the way through once.
And every time it comes on, I watch that shit.
Yeah, I know, right? It's one of those movies.
When it comes on, you just
Gladiator,
watch
nigga.
Yeah, you just watch the whole thing all the way through.
I know, right? You know,
You're
Gladiator.
not entertained, nigga.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my god, that movie. You know what's so crazy? Ridley Scott done fucking directed so many fucking movies. With Blade Runner, Alien, that. But I mean, like when I saw his catalog, I was like, he has done a movie every single year since like 1981, bro. Oh, he hasn't really taken a break.
Nigga getting more checks than M. Night, nigga. I can't believe they get a nigga.
Yeah, they tried to get rid of the M. Night for a while.
Because
they just gave him another check.
Yeah, I know, but they were trying to get rid of him for a while. He had like a streak where he wasn't.
M. Night?
Yeah.
I just don't. Nobody ever in the history of the game has done 2 good movies and then got funding for 12 other ones. I mean, like you did Sixth Sense, you did Signs. Name another good movie from M. Night Shyamalan, nigga.
Because The Village
was okay.
The Village was garbage.
The Village was
I still haven't seen that, which is weird. I need to see
The Village is dumb as fuck. Lay in the Water, I've never seen it, but I've heard it was trash.
Wait, The Village was about that damn going through that forest or something to the other side.
Where they all
for dog shit.
Well, because the twist was stupid.
The twist was there.
Unbreakable was okay. I did like Unbreakable.
I think they just signed these directors to like you're signed to the company and like you sign a contract.
No, they signed movie contracts though, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he signed a movie contract to do movies over the next 30 years. Or
no, that's true too.
Come on, man. Bro, they don't do that shit. This ain't
and then they'll fire you. The company has the right to terminate your contract, and it's terminatable.
Somebody, but
hey, the Hollywood schmooze, man. Maybe he was just in with somebody.
Remember, I was.
Hey, you going back to that shit? Look at this nigga.
Remember, John, I was laughing because I kept telling you before you watched Split and all that. I told you I was like, bro, you got to watch Unbreakable. Remember, I kept making fun of Samuel in there, and then you finally watched it. Remember that nigga started going down the stairs.
That shit was like, you could have did this scene way better. He was like, like, bro, this is not. You did not get beat in Street Fighter right now, bro. Like, watch out.
Have you ever seen Unbreakable?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. It was okay. That was not a bad movie. It was decent.
It was. Hold on, no, I did see Split. I saw Split. What's the other one? I didn't see the sequel. I
forgot what the sequel was called.
I haven't watched it.
They put Unbreakable together.
Glass.
I never saw Glass.
I never saw Glass either. Actually, I need to watch that shit.
Because like now I've seen both. I saw Unbreakable and I saw like that's the last one of the series. Yeah, I need to check that out.
I'm probably gonna order something pretty, nigga, and watch that shit.
Something pretty, this nigga. What the fuck you mean, nigga? What
you
escorts, nigga?
Motherfucker.
Some more escorts?
Wouldn't you like to know? I wonder where that came from. Wouldn't you like to know?
Man, this nigga.
Inquiring minds. There's a lot of little funny, slow. Inquiring minds would like to know. Is it inquiring minds? Inquiring minds. Okay, inquiring minds. I said inquiring minds.
Nigga, we don't ever have to use that for nothing, so we don't even care now.
I'm about to start using that though. Inquiring.
Don't use that. You're gonna kill it. You're gonna use it at the most inappropriate times. I'm gonna be dying.
Wouldn't you like to know? That's some real That's some white people shit. That's some mind your own business.
That's some. I got the. I'm holding.
That's their version of mind your own business.
I got the card.
That's their version of mind your own business.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Fuck you.
There's a lot of shit that people can say that'll slight you, that'll piss you off. Like I'm easily offended, nigga. Like that would have pissed me off. Like
if a white person said it to you, or if anybody said it to you. Oh, okay. What if a kid said it to you?
I'd be just as pissed. That's even worse, nigga. Because little kids, you really can't dive off the deep end on them. Like. Hey man, that's not nice to say to people.
That's why I said. Right? That's why I was telling that Vince Staples thing where he's like, what? He's like, I'm not ready for kids, bro, because I just can't do it right now. Right. He's like, the homie was driving my grandma around, whatever, and the little kid was just like, how you doing, little man? Better than you. I know, right? He's like, he was like, man, he's just a kid, man. He's like, man, fuck that. Sock that nigga in his chest.
That's what had me rolling with Richard. Shout out to this nigga Rich when you see this or hear this. But he had me crying though, because this nigga's just the same as a father as he was when we knew him in high school.
Yeah,
because remember when he was over here with his kids? I told you about it. But he was over here with his kids, and he was telling his youngest son, he was like, "Pick that up," and he was like, "Hey, you hear me, Royce? Pick that up." And he was like, "Forget your name, punk."
Man,
I was like, "Why are you talking to that kid like one of your homies?"
I would love to get that off too. I would want to be similar to that. Like, man, whatever, bro.
Oh, my nigga Rich, man.
As a
love
kid,
you, bro.
You got to give them the character that you want them to have when they grow. Like,
I mean, he's just cool as a cucumber.
Yeah,
I figured he would not. But some people change.
To be lighthearted and shit.
Some people change. But somebody said something interesting to me. They said the people that change when they become parents are like the codependent one, the ones who don't.
They're trying to protect them like way too much, and
they don't really know.
Your fears on the kid.
They really don't know who they are when they get married. So that when they get married, they fuse together with their partner, and then they become something else when they have kids, right? But the people who stay the same when they have children, they're independent. You know, when two independent get together and just kind of, then they're still who they are. They didn't change themselves when they got married, and so I think those are people that remain the same when they become parents.
Moving on.
I don't even know why we want to brush over that one. Oh, okay. I was telling is that what do you
as an adult and as you know, I don't have any children from my loins, but I don't. You can't be weak with kids. Period. You know what I mean? And just point blank. Period, man.
I got my little.
You like that shit. I
hit half a little piece of joint with your
half a little piece of joint.
But now you gotta be mentally prepared for kids for the X factors, like the unknown. But other than that, like after a certain point, I think like after your child watch you enough, they'll get it. You'll be raising them, but they'll be mimicking you raising themselves. If that make any type of sense.
Nah, that makes perfect sense for sure.
Because it's like, man, that first five, go to first five, California. Nah, no lie, but you just want to do the best in front of them, nigga. So when they not with you,
I want to slide it over here.
Oh, I thought you was bullshitting.
Nah, I tried to slide a joke in there. He didn't catch it.
It's shit. Because I look at Maya and she 8, and like
that little girl's smart, man.
She taking it to another level. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, bro.
That's all good.
You ever seen little videos of like a toddler?
I got second. What you call it?
Oh, the contact.
That shit went straight to my fucking eyelids. I felt like I hit it.
I forget what I heard on. He was like, "Oh man, I'm getting context high." I was like, "Bro, it's contact." He said, "Well, you know, context too."
That sound like a stage, like somebody like a joke, like comedian who writes some shit like that. Shit, you know?
Now, but you know what's funny in this cancel culture? Was sitting there thinking, and I always say this that the movie that I thought that would have never made it is Boys in the Hood, nigga, when the cancel culture. when they was talking about and
a lot of shit like
there's
that.
A lot of shit.
I know, but remember the nigga he was like, man, I read about this shit when I was in the pen. It's like talk about the actual factuals and the perspective. If God was a bitch,
if God was a bitch,
and I was like,
but old girl, but Regina King even challenged her like, why everybody gotta be a bitch? He was like, shut up, bitch.
Because that's what you are.
That's what you are.
I was like, damn, Cube got that all the way off, nigga. Like, damn.
But like the cancel culture with that shit. The funny part is that like this is how motherfuckers really talk. Yeah. You're not saying that you okay just because you put that it's okay if you put that in a movie. Because then you got to open that Pandora's box of like you shouldn't make anything at that point.
People would have been triggered about other shit. They more triggered about how
like when you talk about the movie where the terrorist shit, right? Where they blow him up in the plane. Like y'all got to scrap everything. Stop hyper focusing on like he shouldn't do that in this movie. You shouldn't do that in this movie.
Lex,
I was just thinking about hitting the motherfucker. My bad, bro.
No, but you know how when you have a little smirk like. He's getting ready. He's
looking for a moment.
Honestly, I know. I believe you now that you say it, but when you were looking, nigga, don't act like you don't know why.
Because in my mind, I was like, I ain't even really expecting.
Lex, can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
Like, are you offended by that? Like, if we're like on defense, because like you be trying to come with it. Like, is that like a thing that you like? Nigga, nigga, y'all niggas better be scared for what I'm about to say. You know?
Hell nah. Like, nigga, like I'm trying my best to given the current events, you know what I mean?
This is a little piece of weed right here for sure.
Huh?
This is a little piece of weed.
Nigga, that's still going to have a little piece of joint with you.
Nah, hey, y'all see that 130-something pile up, man, in Texas?
Yeah.
You know, I hit.
Damn.
What's funny is I was talking to Richard that morning. You put it out, right?
Yeah. I mean,
well, just go ahead and hit it.
Just cover that motherfucker.
But I was talking to Richard that morning. He was telling me how it's been like consistently like 30, 32, 28 degrees out there. And then he was actually putting videos up of like ice on his on the sign. What are you trying to do?
You might need anything?
No, I'm good.
Give me one. I'll take one of them.
But it was fun. We were having a conversation about the ice and the shit out there. Now Dallas obviously is like 3 hours away from him, but still, I was like, God damn, nigga.
Yeah, when you're not used to driving like that and the roads never get salted.
People don't realize that because they always be thinking westerns took place in Texas. No, they did not. Those westerns were shot in the fucking San Fernando Valley out here in California. Texas is not really desert like that, nigga.
Right. With the mountains and shit.
I mean, when you down in like El Paso, down at the tip, but that shit got like that state is so big. It's like
what
3
are they
different
called,
fucking.
Though?
What?
Well, you just said the name of them. They westerns.
Yeah, but this is an argument we had because the Texas is considered the South, but it's also geographically it is the Midwest.
Right.
You look at the Carolinas are?
Huh?
That's just even weird to me sometimes to some degree.
What?
The Carolinas, because like you start going from like Connecticut down, you get like closer to the Carolinas and shit. It'd be some weird shit.
When they say the South.
Like it's part of the same thing.
It's the metaphorical South.
About the lowest part.
It's just the culture.
Yeah, that's why they say it's the South.
Yeah, they kind, but the shape of the map is fucked up. It should be like this, nigga. Like
when they say the South, it's metaphorical.
Is way bigger.
They're not saying it like it's the actual fucking
it's not
geographical South. They're saying South. This is what we believe down here.
Yeah, the culture.
It's a culture.
It's the culture.
What about the other thing then?
About Well, I was
talking about the geography of like a player.
No, I'm just saying. I think it was me and this nigga, and I was just saying like Texas is in the West, and I think he was telling me, nigga, that's the South, and I said, bro, I know that it's considered the South, but I'm saying geographically wise, it is in the middle of the fucking United States. It's the Midwest, and this was a while ago. We had a long ass argument. You would not let me get that off. I was like, bro. He's like, well, nobody calls the Midwest. I said, I know, nigga.
It's really about for ideals because some of these places get for the ideals.
Like that. It's like 5 or 6 states thinking like, Kansas, Wyoming, they consider that the Midwest. I get it, but still.
No, I would say I agree with you. Like that's the case because if I look at the map and you look at how high the Carolinas are like above other states and shit like that, and just the difference.
It's the Northeast, basically, right?
Yeah, right. It's more the Northeast and it's the South, but the ideals of those states. And I guess that's why Texas is the same way.
I think we always had that problem because like nigga, they don't accurately draw the world, nigga. They make it look the way they wanted to make.
Yeah, that's a for a fact. Are you for serious, dog?
Yeah,
serious.
You remember? But nah, nigga, I don't know.
I forget what was the next.
Where my standings financially will be in December or January 1, but I'm forecasting a high outcome, nigga.
Well, I don't want you to say you don't know. I want you to say this is what's going to happen. This is what it's going to be, and I want you to just remember that and believe it.
Well,
and know what's going to happen.
I'll be up $100,000 January 1st.
There we go.
Live your life, pimpin'.
You believe it. If you can see it, you can achieve it. Boom.
50 in the market, 50 cash from saving. That's what I'm putting out there.
Nigga, he was like, see that beach? He's like, on that beach is eternity. Take it. It's yours. That shit is hard. I know, right? I can't remember no quotes from that movie all of a sudden from Troy.
What, from Troy?
You go from town to town betting betting merchants' wives.
I remember when we went and saw shit in the movie theater, nigga, that first scene when he came and woke him up and he was in the bed with them two bitches. That nigga literally woke up, threw on his shoulder pads, nigga, and went out there and killed the biggest nigga
with the dirtiest dick on earth.
Yeah, on everything. And like,
I think that's the only thing I've actually seen from that movie, man.
What?
The opening.
The opening?
Troy's bad. No, I like Troy. I know, right? I like Troy. I like that movie.
Troy was dope.
Troy is fire.
That actually was around the same time I feel like that Gladiator. Like, those movies were getting off, I feel like. And it came off within a year or two of each other, right? Or not?
What was like the first movie that like made y'all feel like, yo, like movies are fire? I like movies.
The first movie?
A lot of fucking movies, man.
Because when you guys get on these tangents, I think about my trajectory of like not giving a flying fuck about any movies for like a lot of my life.
Oh no, we grew up. Remember Linda's house? Boy,
movies were.
Because Blockbuster was a thing for us too. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't as deep as
Trina
I feel like
took
it was
us every Friday. We were a movie family. We watch movies all the fucking time. We go to Linda's house. She got motherfucking.
Do you think parents did that to be like, yo, go over there?
We was talking about bootlegs. Like, fuck, nigga. You don't even need a bootleg man no more, nigga.
Oh, what, you going to Linda's?
Nah, like a bootleg man. Like, man, nigga.
Oh, yeah, I know. Nigga. Yeah, there ain't bootlegs. Like, don't exist. I mean, bootlegging exists. It's just more
the same reason why you don't like horror movies is the same reason why all that shit exists. The horror movie market started getting cracking because of Blockbuster.
I think, yeah, the first movie I saw I love movies.
It's the shit that like...
Oh, it's different because I'm thinking about...
Yeah, because I think they had like maybe 10,000 movies or something at a Blockbuster at any time, which is like some crazy thing. But like low budget movies could get into Blockbuster.
Oh, yeah, they could.
So a lot of low budget movies were horror movies.
Yeah.
So that's what killed off the whole thing. It was that like people would see obscure fucking movies by just going to Blockbuster and being like, this cover looks fucking nuts. What is this shit?
Right. You go and
they would just get it. Like when you look at Hellraiser...
Bro,
as like a kid, you're like, what the fuck is this shit?
That nigga had that motherfucking cube,
Pinhead,
the fucking slide, that motherfucker open, and this nigga come out all them fucking needles on his face. Like
that shit scared the shit out of me. I didn't see Hellraiser till I was like older.
Whack, nigga, but
it's actually not even that bad when you watch it. It's about some whole other shit. It's not like
it's like crazy.
But Pinhead, he got that. They didn't even call him Pin. He got that name after the fact. But
for sure, yeah.
Then it was Wishmaster. But I mean, you're asking like that movie was stupid as fuck anyway. But into somebody to trick your wishes. Fuck your wishes up. Like, I want to fly. Like, a nigga drop you from a plane.
That's fucked up.
I remember that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That also was a premise. What was that heavy metal? That game. Okay. Was it heavy metal?
Twisted Metal?
Was it? Twisted Metal.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot the ice cream truck nigga name. That was Twisted. Wasn't his name Twisted?
No, it was,
what was his name?
Fuck.
You might. I feel like he's gonna get that. I feel like he's gonna get that.
Clown on him.
Yeah.
I played that game so many. I know.
I remember it's like somewhere. It's somewhere in my brain. I just can't remember it.
I don't remember. That shit was.
Because he would narrate that shit at the beginning of it. I'm not gonna remember that.
The band Foo Fighters.
Nah, what was that shit called? Foo Fighters.
They just got in the Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Actually, congrats to them.
Oh, okay.
That shit a nigga candy sugar.
They just put Tina Turner in there too.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, there was like a list that came out with her. I thought it was interesting. It was like Foo Fighters, Tina Turner.
Putting her in there,
bro. The amount every time I see those lists, I'm like,
yeah, I'm like,
bro, they was so
like y'all are crazy that y'all are just doing it. Like Tina Turner and like I fuck with the Foo Fighters. They're actually like a really favorite band of mine. Like they're solid.
Because like we said the same thing when we had a conversation about the. I think it was the baseball or the basketball Hall of Fame. Somebody just, or no, Charles Woodson just got into the Hall of Fame. And I said, that nigga just now got in?
Yeah.
But then we got to think about it when it comes to like football or sports, you have to be
retired for 5 years.
For 5 years, right. Yeah. So I said to say is maybe there is something, not like time, because you'll be like, oh, well, Tina Turner. No, I'm saying like maybe there's something like with, well, somebody like for example, the Grammys. You got to submit your bid in order to even. So maybe it's something like that to the reason why people like maybe someone has to ask like, hey, should we put Tina Turner in? And then they'd be like, oh yeah, like they vote on it. And they'd be like, you know what I mean? So that's probably why she'd be seeming so late to us.
I guess what's always so jarring when you think about it is that like you think of like the Foo Fighters and Tina Turner going in at the same time, it just feels weird.
That does feel weird.
Right? Like, that's the main thing. It's just the optics of it looks fucking weird. And I love the Foo Fighters, and I fuck with Tina Turner.
I know, right?
They're in on the same class, same time.
What, NWA?
No. You said NWA. My bad. I thought you said Foo Fighters. My bad.
I know why. Well, I mean, a lot of niggas mad because they were that's not rock and roll. But get the fuck out.
They've been putting people in there.
But I know a lot of people were mad because what really sped them up in the beginning was how fucking popular Strata Compton was, because that shit was everywhere, nigga. Next thing you know, it just sped it up. I'm not saying they don't belong there. It just was like, man, we gotta look at.
Well, they power played them. I don't think they wanted to give a fuck about being in there anyway. But
no, they didn't. Yeah,
but it's like you're gonna give acknowledment. It's like people are just gonna look at that and be like,
well-made movie.
Yeah, I watch that shit.
I mean, like,
I opened the scene with Easy jumping off the roof.
Oh yeah, the opening scene was crazy. He was like, nigga, and even when he was in there, like, nigga, he was like, man, what home? We're gonna have to pay you back or something like that. He said, oh yeah. He said, your grandma's still over there on Green Street, right? Yeah, he was like, yeah, we got somebody sitting outside right now.
It was a solid movie. Like I think everybody killed it, but it was just that one part. That bothers me is when Eazy's in there and Cube's son is just like, he's like distraught. I can't see him like this. I was just like, that, like you. No, yeah. That scene was just trash.
That was at the end of the movie, though.
I know. Again, great movie. Just that one scene, I was like, oh, nah, you're a first time actor.
You know, my favorite scene.
He killed everything besides that, but that one part, I'm like, bro, you do not look distraught. This man is dying.
My favorite part, he did that good as Cube.
No, that's what he's saying.
I think.
There were some parts I liked.
You could have got a more trained actor, but like he's a first time actor. I didn't care until that scene.
Yeah, he did.
And in that scene, I was like, nah, you fucked that up.
He did better than Tupac, Demetrius, whatever his name is. He did better than him. But you know, my favorite part, niggas, whatever his name is, Boots, whoever they used to record that, and he was like, "Oh yeah, for real." It was like, "Yeah, for very real." And once you got here, man, you can get back on that slow jam. I was talking
about. You got it.
You got it. That's my favorite scene there. And then when you hear the nigga in real life, he really is like that too.
Alfonso.
Yeah. He was like, "Shit, that's what I did." Hell yeah, I told him that because that, it was nonsense at the time. I mean, I see what they did now, and I'm happy for him. But it's like, no, you're not, nigga.
That was, hey, he want extra money for that studio session.
Hell yeah, man. And they didn't work on that slow jam he was talking about either.
I know, at all, bro.
Never got on that slow
Never got back to that fucking slow jam. How many years later? Is that nigga still tripping off that slow jam? That's comedy.
Yeah, I know. He was like, and they, I was still waiting on that slow jam. Dre.